In moments, Mike's weather page, Mike Boylan, is going to be with us providing the latest updates. He is on the ground, has been providing just key insight to so many people that have been following his page and following his updates in real time to provide that to our viewers. And he has some incredible video as well. So let's bring in right now Mike Boylan out in Florida. Mike, thanks again for joining us on Live Now from Fox. I can't even imagine what the morning that you have had, and you have seen some just very sad and scary stuff all in the mix here.
Yeah, and what I'm hearing, this storm, the biggest stories are away from the center. We're seeing surge damage that I'm in Steenhatchee right now, fixing to go see that where buildings are gone. And we're not talking about, wooden 1950s buildings. These are modern day rebuilt buildings from past hurricanes, and they're gone. So that surge that we got on the Florida West Coast was a little shocking. And all the way to where I live, like Pinellas County, thousands of homes are been flooded. That was the big fear that not a lot of folks took serious, because we've never seen surge like that. And it was a nightmare yesterday. I was listening to Police Scanner while I was driving around up here, and it was water rescue after water rescue. I mean, it was heartbreaking what was going on there in West Central Florida. So many stories, developing out of this. I don't even know where to begin.
Yes, let's start with some of the video that you were able to capture here, and maybe you can just talk a little bit about it when we show it. I mean, it's just incredible to see it all just like this. So if you just want to, talk over it, that would be great.
Yeah, so I was driving around yesterday, and, I'm in Perry right now. This is Perry's third hurricane. Well, so I decided to pick a small town, and this town called St. Mark's that this footage is from, south of Tallahassee. Turns out it's a real famous Floridian town, and they've got a lot of history there. So I've met a lot of the folks there last night and really got to feel connected to that community. And I made sure to go back today, and they did get that surge. They were, expecting to get 10, 15, 20 foot of surge, and they did different spots, and I got there right when about 2 foot came down. I was able to get out there. I had to wait for the water to recede. It gets kind of pulled out. But unfortunately, the video that I shot the night before really hit home for me, because less than 6 hours later, it's all underwater. So it's really, when you're sitting there, sitting and waiting, and you realize, well, maybe it won't be anything. And then just in a few short, hours, things change. And, that's what that video was this morning, just the floodwaters that were left behind there in St. Mark's. And they're resilient, they're very positive. This restaurant I'm going to right now that's might be flattened, my friends that own Roy's here in Steenhatchee, they just text me back positive thoughts. I mean, they just lost their whole restaurant. And, they just mailed my family shirts because of the last hurricane. They were in, and now it's gone. So I'm my heart breaks for the stories I hear, with friends of mine sharing Ring cameras last night that live in Clearwater, and water just rushing through their homes from, Treasure Island and Madeira Beach. And none of them knew, they were like, where did this come from? I mean, that's just what I'm fearful. Nobody really expects it anymore. They just, so yeah, we got a lot. There's a lot of stories that are going to be around, I'm afraid, for more than just today.
And Mike, I have to ask you, there's so much to capture when you go into these communities and you're capturing it all, and in the back of your head that you got to go somewhere else because there's other communities that need the attention as well. Is it hard to leave a specific area, because I know that you make connections with these people in the community, and then is it hard to kind of then have to leave and then go to somewhere else?
They just really appreciate. Remember them after, it's the ones I'm texting now were, unfortunately, they had Idalia a couple years ago, and I make friends with the local EOC sheriffs. And not that I need a special favor, but I got a sheriff here that's going to, take me back there. They're turning people away because you have a lot of chasers and people want to, look, and it just slows down the process. So I want to bring coverage to what really happened that nobody's even probably seen yet, because it's just happened. It's some of these, I mean, there's videos in Treasure Island, Pinellas County, hundreds of miles from where this made landfall. There's boats in the yards, and those are Ian scenes. These are Ian-like surge values that we just saw from a hurricane that was 100 miles off the coast of Florida. I mean, if Tampa Bay ever gets a direct hit, I'm telling you, it's going to be the worst worst thing we've ever seen. So
No,
maybe, hopefully, this is a wake up call if we ever do get one.
Yeah, no, truly. And I mean, I can't, I was so last night just kept on looking on X and seeing your updates,
Yep.
but then also just seeing some of these videos that people were posting. And you see the one guy, he's in a kayak in his living room.
I saw that one in Tampa. I'll tell you another thing that kind of this fascinated me because I came back on Interstate 10 last night, tried to go back to Tallahassee, went around a tree, went around another tree. Next thing you know, cars are coming at me the wrong way because there's hundreds of trees on Interstate 10. So then I decided to go east, hundreds of trees on eastbound. We were locked on Interstate 10. Crew came in and they were cutting one tree at a time. I swear we cut probably 50 trees, and I helped. And it was weird because we had a convoy behind us. I even took my drone up, and it's to see that many trees on Interstate 10. I've heard about that, and so that now my messaging is: what if you were driving and didn't even know we had a hurricane, and you got massive pine trees? I mean, these things. I'm not one to height, but we're talking every 20 feet. There's a massive pine tree, blocking Interstate 10. It was. When I see scenes like that, it just. And now I'm reading, one thing about weather that frustrates me more than anything is your neighbor gets rain and you don't. So you're mad, your neighbor's not. So when we have a hurricane that's expected to be what this one was, not everybody gets the effects, and then it's like, oh, it was a bust. It was a bust. No, it wasn't a bust. There's a lot of people that are affected. It just might not be you.
Yeah, and if they weren't affected, they should be so thankful.
Oh, I know. Yeah, and they'll come at me, oh, you said Tallahassee, and I'm like, well, it was 20 miles east of you. I mean, what do but it just comes with territory. The reality is we got people struggling right now, and lives are changed forever. And we just have to remember, if we were in their shoes right now, the things we worry about don't matter, and these people lose everything. I mean, one of those scenes you had the guy in the boat. He lost his house, and he lives on a boat. He was going to go make sure the boat was still there because he said that's all he's got. And he was almost scared. He was crying almost. He's like, I don't know if my boat's there. He's like, if it's gone, that's the only thing I own. And it really hits you hard to think that's where he's at in his mourning, that he's got to stress about his home being there.
Yeah, totally. It puts everything
Crazy.
into perspective when you think you have something going wrong in your life and you look at what just happened and what people are dealing with all in real time. It really puts everything deep into focus for you. But Mike, thanks so much again for giving us these updates. And my heart goes out to your friend who lost that restaurant, and you're going to see it now. And hoping for the very best for everyone that you encounter today. And follow Mike Boylan, everybody, on X, Tropical Update. You do such a great job, Mike. Thanks again for all your updates.
Well,
we really appreciate it.
Listen, and anything I share today, you guys are more than welcome to reshare. I don't have good internet, but somebody did email me, and if you want to get the word out, I'm going to have some footage probably that let's get the word out and show people what's happening here.
We appreciate that, and we will definitely be giving the updates that you give everyone else as well. So, Mike, thanks again for joining us. Be safe out there, and thanks again for everything you do.
Thank you.